Hello, welcome to another project update. So again, unfortunately, I didn't have time to get into updating the cutscene, but what I did do is I would say that I have finalized the importing of the assets into the engine, and I've set up all the materials for the two alien meshes for the male and the female. Um, yeah, so basically what I did is I went through all of the materials and applied the correct shader that applies the that does like the hold on, here's a good demonstration of what I mean. So this shader simulates the triplanar um not sorry not triplanar, that's the wrong word to use. I get that words mixed up sometimes. 3 point, I said tri because it's like the 3 point bilinear filtering um algorithm that the Nintendo 64 uses in its 3D shading systems. So you can kind of see here this diagonal line looks good. This one looks all messed up. That is deliberate. That is meant to simulate a weird quirk that Nintendo 64 has with the way that it handles shading. By the way, if you're wondering what these are gills. These are basically aquatic creatures. So here's the male one, and here's the female one. I do have a unclothed version of the female one, but I'm like, I know that there's probably gonna, I know that's probably going to be fine because I'm thinking it's like Morrowind, where you take all the character's clothes off of a Argonian or a Khajiit, and there's like nothing there, but it's like there's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing there. But I don't know. I feel like there's gonna be like there could be some sort of troll in the future who'll report the video for nudity or something. I want to avoid that as much as possible. So that's why I'm not showing the the version of this that has like the shorts. I could also make like a version. I could also just edit the texture so there's like a shirt or something. But yeah, basically I did. Anyways, the point of this video is that I set up all the materials for both the male and the female version, and yeah, everything is pretty much set up. And I think for sure I'll be able to get back into the cutscene stuff. If you're not sure what I mean by that, I will show you just the beginnings of that, what I have so far. Where is it? Come on. I'm gonna open anyways. I got those errors because I deleted a bunch of stuff. Some little dependencies. But yeah, this is the scene where the cutscene will happen. Okay, it's broken there, I guess. What's gonna happen in this cutscene is, you know, I'll just show it. I'll just show it as much as I can, or as best as I can. To find the camera so I can set up the preview. Here we go. So in the beginning, it's gonna show the sky. It's like all black, and it's gonna show the forest fire getting put out by the rain, and the sky turning from like red with fire to kind of blue with maybe smoke, I guess. This guy wakes up from being unconscious. He wonders where what happened, where the player is. Another camera angle. There's the player standing by the wreckage of the boss that he just killed. So someone got his attention. It's another one of these little dudes. This is not the same character, by the way. This is a different guy. I should pro. You know what I should do? I should. They all look the same. I need to find some way to differentiate them. I don't want to give them different fur colors because that's going to come into play later on. There's gonna be like different tribes, different with like different fur colors. These guys are all going to have like brown fur, but I need to find some way to differentiate between them. I don't know. Maybe I'll give one of them like a feather on his, like a give him different clothes. But yeah, there's like two of them, same mesh. He's so the player is like getting surrounded by these guys who are celebrating that he defeated the boss. This guy thanks him. And this is the guy from the beginning of the cutscene. He's basically saying, "Wow, I can't believe it. You actually defeated the monster." Stands in front of the wreckage. Player joins him. Yeah. Looks kind of funny with their tails all synchronized. I need to find a way to offset that. Make it, I don't know. There we go. That's a little bit better. So now he's like talking to the player a little bit. Player's like, well, he's a silent protagonist, so he can't say anything. But it's implied that it's. If you ever played Legend of Zelda, you'll kind of know what I'm. Twilight Princess, you'll kind of know what I mean. There's this one cutscene where the player is talking to the mayor of Orden Village. His name is Bo. He's like, "What's that now? You have you need my help with something?" Of course, Link doesn't actually talk, but it's like implied that he said something. I always like to joke, "What's that now? Timmy fell down the well." All right, so now he's like, "What's that now? This thing isn't a monster. It's like a machine or something." These guys are like very primitive. They don't know what a machine is. They continue talking while this guy goes to check out the back of the machine. And then we show like this control panel with these alien dudes next to it, and you can see their models are quite unfinished because I broke a lot of the references, and also they're just using an old version of the mesh. This is the updated version, by the way. More details, and the textures are the textures are mapped better, and also I also just made them physically taller and a bit more lean. You can't really tell with the male, but definitely with the female, it's like a lot leaner and a lot taller. The male is definitely taller and leaner, just in comparison to the old one. So they're gathered around this control panel. It's got like this flashing red light, basically saying something went wrong with the machine. Got to go check it out and fix it. And you can see him T-posing, asserting her his or is it a he or it's a girl? Asserting her dominance. And this is the point where I haven't got actually updated the. Right, so the reason I went back and updated these two meshes is because I got to this part of the cutscene and I was like, oh yeah, these guys are using an old. I decided I wasn't really happy with the way that they looked and I wanted to update it slightly. But anyways, I think this video's gone on for long enough. It's probably all that you need to know for now. That was a little bit interesting. Hope I wasn't recapping too much stuff that you already knew. I always like to repeat stuff that I've said in previous videos because I like to assume that this is like the first video of my on my channel you've watched. But yeah, that's probably it for today's video. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.